morning, Facebook friends. Good morning. Look at my pretty new apron I've got. I have been so busy this week, and I want to tell y'all what all's happened. I've had some good news and some bad news. I have. And so I want y'all to know about it. And here's what it is. I went to Athens, Alabama. I'm doing some biscuits, 2 chicken egg sizes of grease. I went to Athens, Alabama on Saturday. My daughter-in-law, Anna, went with me. We had a wonderful time. I'm going to show you some pictures from it. But the First Baptist Church there had me to come and speak. There were 600 women there. And so when we got there, one of the ladies said, I want you to come see your kitchen. And I thought to myself, I'm not cooking anything today, so I wonder why she wants me to see that kitchen. Well, here's what they did. Instead of having flowers on the stage up there inside the sanctuary, they decided to make my kitchen. And y'all, they made a kitchen up there on that stage. And let me tell you what they made it out of. I told them, I said, you can't throw that away. They made my whole kitchen. They even made that platter over there that Anna had given me a long time ago. And they made a Coke sign and a Pepsi Cola sign and all this stuff. And they made it out of cardboard. They went to an appliance store and got an old box that a washing machine came in, and they made it look just like a stove, y'all. It looked just like a stove. And then they got a refrigerator box and made a refrigerator. They painted them white. They, I mean, it was unreal. They had the cabinet. They had the white lily flower out there. They had the y'all sweet tea out there. And they couldn't get in touch with the soap man, or they'd have had the Amish farm soap out there, they said. They never could find the number. But anyway, it was just wonderful. And so I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I had the stool out there. Had bowls and black skillets. And I had a really good time. And the men at the luncheon part of it, after they finished, we had a luncheon. It was really great. It was across the street from the main First Baptist Church. And so we went over there and had our meal. And the men served us. Oh, they were so cute. They all fixed up, had on black aprons and that kind of thing. It was wonderful. So anyway, that's where I've been all week. So I got ready to come back home. Now, y'all, this is the bad part. I told you I had some good, I had some bad. Here's the bad part. Well, I actually spent the night with Dallas and Anna while I was there, you know, because it was so far. And so, because it was in North Alabama, and I live in South Alabama. So it was a long way. So I spent the night with them to come back home. Next morning, could not find my car keys. And I still don't have them. I do not have my car keys. And so we have looked that house over. We've looked out the yard. I've looked at the carport. I'd have no idea. So I had to rent a car to come home. Now I'm going back today to try to I'm going to take that rental car back today to Tuscaloosa. And I'm going to get my extra key that I've got in there. I'm taking that with me. And get my truck and come back home. So, y'all, I hope I can find my keys. I mean, they could be in the yard. We planted stuff, too, while I was there. Anna and I got out and dug holes. Dallas got out and dug holes, and William dug holes. And we planted some things that I had taken them because she's, you know, they've got a new, it's not a new house, it's an old house, but they fixed it up. It's a 1970s house. And so anyway, that's what I've been doing all week. It was unreal. I told them before I left the car rental place, they said, "Do you need to know anything about this car?" I said, "Yes, I do. I need to know how to turn on the windshield wipers because it's supposed to rain." And y'all, it did rain on me. A lot of the way it rained on me. I've already greased my skillet. Y'all know my big round skillet that I had? Well, I accidentally had it on the eye, and it was on. I didn't realize it, and it popped that skillet. I mean, it actually popped it open, so I can't use it anymore. But I didn't throw it away. I've still got it. I put it outside. I'm going to think of something to decorate with it. I'm not going to let anything happen to my skillet. It's a Wagner. It's one of those old-timey Wagner ones. So, I mean, it's a beautiful skillet. So, anyway, today, after I cook this breakfast for my guest, I'm going to get in that rental car and take it back to Tuscaloosa and check it in. I'm going to get my truck and come back home. Glory be. You know, we never know what a day holds. We absolutely never know what a day holds. But we know this. Every day holds adventures. Some of them we could just soon do without, and some of them are wonderful. Looks like I'm going to have a few little dough left over. I think what we'll do is just go ahead and cook it and enjoy it. And then we'll put the big one in. I'll cook me a couple of them. I need a biscuit this morning. I need some energy. I slept good last night after I finally went to sleep. Do y'all ever get in the bed and you're really sleepy, but you kind of toss and turn and you really can't go to sleep very well? Well, that was what my night was like last night. I think it was because I had so much on my mind. I had so much on my mind. I just kept thinking about the car, where the keys could be. They've got 2 dogs. Dallas and Anna have 2 dogs. And they were out there on the carport. And they could have grabbed my keys off of something. If I was out there planting flowers, see, it could be that they're outside. I don't really know. Y'all, let's cook us a little pan of biscuits. This will be for our guest right here. So let's you and me, let's cook us some. Put some butter on it. Jelly on it or whatever. All right, this is how much dough I've got left right here. Well, here's the biscuits. And it's not quite time to put them in. But we'll make us one. Let me get me a little skillet right here. Where did I do with that other little skillet I was looking for? Here it is. This little bitty one right here. We'll get this little one right here. Let me put a little oil on it. I don't want my biscuits to stick. I'll just use some of this. I've already put my solid oil up. We've already got our oven turned on 500. So we'll just use this little bit to make me a biscuit or 2. Anyway, while we were there was a mama cat in the barn, in their barn, and she disappeared, I guess. I don't know what happened to her, but she wasn't in that barn. And there was a baby kitten there, whining and crying and all like that. So anyway, I'm going to put these in for us. We'll let them cook. And so William got it. He got that baby kitten and brought it into the house and tried to figure out what to feed it. So we looked up on the internet to see what to feed a it didn't look, it just now had got his eyes open. They weren't really open yet. They were just kind of like this. It's a yellow kitten. It's got white on it. And its tail looks kind of like a possum. It's ringed. It's a white ring, a yellow ring, a white ring, a yellow ring. All right, this other doe, we're going to save this for pies for another day. Anyway, he brought it in. We looked it up. And so he and Anna made some cat formula, baby cat formula. And she went to the drugstore and bought a little syringe thing to feed it with. So they've been feeding the cat. That's what they've been doing. All right, here's our leftovers. So all we got to do now is just wait. Let me wipe my hands off. We've got to wait our biscuits get done. We're going to put some jelly on it and some butter on it, and you and I are going to have a biscuit together. Let me get my hands all cleaned up. I don't know how long it takes our biscuits to cook. You know, I always just glance in there and look. Here's what I'm gonna do now with this. I'm gonna make something out of that. Put my buttermilk back up. I don't have hardly any left in there, but not even enough really to make another pan of biscuits. I'm gonna have to buy some more. So, that's what's going on with me, and that is the first time in my whole life that I've rented a rental car. I never have done it before. All right, there's my soft butter. I haven't got much of that left either. I think I'm about out of everything. Y'all get that stage in your life when you're just about out of everything. I'm going to get us out a knife and a spoon because we want to put a little jelly on our biscuits when they come out of the oven. Y'all saw this the other day, didn't you? Right here, these onions. Let me show you again in case some of you didn't see. Look at this. It's a pantyhose that they cut off, and they put an onion in each one. So when you get ready to eat an onion, you just cut it right there at the bottom and get it. And it makes that makes them last longer because they're not touching each other. And so if they don't touch each other, they just last forever. I'm not as wide across there as this apron is, but it is real cute. It's actually a lot longer than this, but all of these aprons that are sent to me, they're so long that the thing right here comes like that. Of course, I guess you could go ahead and do it like that, down low. Maybe that's how they're supposed to be. I always put it at my waist, but I'll do it down like that. My rose is blooming outside that I told y'all was blooming. Let's go out there and look at it while we're waiting on our biscuits, because they don't like much. Come on. We'll go out here and see our roses. We might as well. We got to wait on them anyway, don't we? Let me unlock this door. All right. Ooh, it's cold out here this morning. Glory. It is cold. Oh, but look at this first. Look at my... Can y'all see that? Is that not pretty? The light's not good on it, is it? Let me turn it around this way. There we go. These are my orchids that are in this strawberry pot, and I want you to look how beautiful. Look at that. I mean, they are just gorgeous, all right? And here's my roses. I came home from Dallas and said they were blooming already. So here they are. I want y'all to see those. See these little, they're small, but they're clusters. See the little clusters you've got right here? All those little things are going to bloom out right there. Little clusters, and then the vine goes on over here to this little area. And there's my hummingbird feeder that I need to change the water in. This is looking really good right here. It's beginning to flower. Of course, their flowers aren't very pretty, but... And then I've got back here, I've got another rose that I think that's blooming. Let's go look and see it. While we're outside, we might as well look at it. Ooh, I've got some iris buds. My goodness, look. How pretty. No, it's not blooming yet. Got one little bud on it. I trimmed it back too much last year, I think. That's why it's not blooming. It's because I must have cut all the good stuff off of it. I don't know. But these roses that I planted in here, they're all rooted. Every single one of them. And I'm proud of that. Here's a white one. Y'all hadn't seen this one. This is an old-timey rose right here. See, it's in a cluster too. It's different from that other one. Ow. There we go. It has a lot of little buds on it. It's pretty. I got to get back in the house. It's freezing out here. That's why I have on a sweater today. Because I want my feet off. Don't want to track in. This is pretty too. It's got a red bloom on it. See? That's a potted plant I keep right here by my door. I painted this long time ago. That's a train. It's all it is the engine and the caboose. I painted it on a door frame. You know how you used to have those old wooden doors and they were, let me lock my door back. They were, had panels in them. They make great things to paint on because they look really good. All right, let's look, see if our biscuits are ready. I doubt it, but we'll look and see. We'll do a look-see, as Barney Fife would say. Woo, they're not quite, but they're getting there. Let me get some jelly out. Let's see what I can find over here. What is that? Cowboy candy. No, I don't want that on my biscuit. Here's some right here. This is blackberry. I love blackberry. Let's see if we get that. I'll open it up. We'll have some blackberry jelly on our biscuits. Because they're just about ready. Look. Isn't that pretty? All right. Let me check them again. Are y'all getting hungry for a biscuit now? It didn't take long, did it? It's so quick and so easy. And your flour is just as dry as a bone in there. See there? All I have to do now is the next time I want to make biscuits, I just sift that back in the bowl and get any little crumblies out. And then I'm ready to go again. So, I mean, it's so easy. Whoop, not ready. They always say boiled water. I mean, watched water won't boil. Well, watched biscuits won't get brown. I don't know what else to tell y'all. The traffic was fairly bad yesterday. I don't know where everybody's going. Are they going to the Alabama beaches? If y'all never been to the Alabama beaches, they are as white as snow. Literal snow. You have to have on your sunglasses. And, I mean, it's something else. But it's beautiful. But when I was a little girl, you know, back when I was a kid, we didn't have air-conditioned cars. I mean, there might have been 10 people in America that had them, but we didn't have one. And I don't even know if it had been invented yet. I'm sure they had, but we didn't have one. So what Mother and Daddy would do is early in the morning, like at 3 o'clock in the morning, they would get us up out of our bed with our pajamas on, and we'd grab a blanket and a pillow, and they would throw us in the back seat, and down the road we would go to the beach from Tuscaloosa. So it was about, I don't know, maybe a 4-hour drive from one place to the other. And so we would sleep the whole way, and the windows would be rolled down. And so that's why you had to have your blanket, is because we were riding with the windows down in the cool of the morning, because we didn't have any air condition in our vehicle. So we would ride in the car, and we would arrive at the beach early in the morning. You know, you could smell things cooking, people frying bacon and that kind of thing at the beach. But we'd dress in the car, put on our bathing suit, because our hotel wouldn't be open till like 2. So we had to find something to do till then. And they would go out to the beach, and we'd put our bathing suits on in the car. Mother would kind of cover us up so we wouldn't be embarrassed. And we'd get out there on that beach. And back then, if I even looked at that sand, freckles just popped out over my whole face. I mean, my whole face. All right, they're ready. And so, here they are. See, that's about how I like mine. I just look at them so I can kind of tell. All right, we'll put them on this little orange plate right here. They're hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, let's open one up. Here's how they look. Like that. Let's make us one now. Get down here where you can see. All right. I want to open it up. Now just stick my knife in there like that and gently open it up like this. Okay. See that steam? And then I'm going to get me some butter and put right on the middle and spread it out a little bit. Like that. Then I'm going to take this blackberry jelly, and I'm going to put me a nice little clump on there, or 2. Like that. Then I'm going to put my top back on it, and I always pat mine. All right, and then come over here with me, and we will take a bite of biscuit. And we'll enjoy it, too. Didn't take us long to make a biscuit, and they're so easy. And y'all, you need to make you one. Make your husband one. You cannot beat a white lily biscuit. And if I had a sack, I'd show you what kind. They're back there in the back. I don't have a sack. But let me say this. White lily self-rising flour is what you need to make that. I cooked it on 500 degrees. And you saw how easy it was. My Lord, it wasn't nothing. That is so good, y'all. They're gonna love them. I'm not gonna eat the others in front of you, but I'm gonna eat them. Y'all have a wonderful day. There's so much for me to tell you. Get you some white lily self-rising flour and make you a biscuit. Don't skimp on your buttermilk and cook it on 500 degrees. Cook them. Also, get your coffee table book ordered. Time is wasted. This gonna be great. It's over, well, it's around 230 pages or more. And it's all planned out. And it's going to be wonderful. And it's going to be here in November. Go to BrendaGanttBook.com. Goodbye, Facebook. Love y'all. Bye-bye.